Thank you for being with us today for this, your Daily 180 Bible study. Thank you for being with us, and please invite your friends to follow us as well on Facebook at Your Daily 180 or YouTube at Your Daily 180. This week we're talking about the cure for worldliness, and we're looking at James chapter 4 verses 7 through 10. We looked the last couple of days at the idea of submitting to God by going to God's Word. Now I want you to notice something else in verse number 7. He says, "Therefore submit to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you." Isn't that exciting? It is the idea there. He says we should resist the devil, but also along with that is the idea that the devil will flee from us. What a wonderful promise that is. Now, why is it that we should resist the devil? Well, 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8, Peter explains to us. He says, be sober. Now, in other words, we need to be clear-minded, be vigilant, be on the watch. Why? Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, walks about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. You know, if I knew that there was a vicious beast and that he was out to get me, I'd want to make sure that I stayed away from him. If you imagine the idea, and here's the promise, if you'll leave that wild beast called Satan, if you'll get as far away from him, you can be successful at doing that. Isn't that a wonderful promise? 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 13 tells us that God will not allow us to be tempted beyond what we're able to bear. Now somebody says, well, how does he do that? I don't know, but somehow in his providence behind the scenes, he's protecting us. Now, it is a reality that I can choose to walk in to the parameter in which the devil can seize me. But I can also stay clear if I so choose. One of the great tools that Satan uses is the deceitfulness of sin. Hebrews chapter 3 and verse 13. Sin looks so good. As a matter of fact, in Hebrews chapter 11 and verse number 25, we see there that there is pleasure associated with sin, but it is pleasure for a season, pleasure for a short period of time. And then it is destructive, and it will devastate one's life now and in the life to come. Resist the devil. That's the cure, one of the cures for worldliness. Join us again tomorrow for your Daily 180.